Good morning. Hi. Yes, I'm a mermaid. You guys know I'm obsessed with mermaids. If I didn't have such a perfect last name to go with coffee, then it would be something with mermaids. So I just woke up. I meant to wake up 2 hours ago so that we could go to Menard or Menard. I don't know how you say it. I'm gonna say Menard because I'm a Texan. And we are going to go on a little adventure with our Texas mission series, which I'm also adding Presidios. So I need to get up, I need to get dressed, but in typical Coffee Bean fashion, I turned off my alarm and did not go 2 hours ago. But it's not too far, it's just a couple hours from here. So we're gonna road trip it. I'm gonna go feed Harvey. Harvey says hi. We're gonna see what we can find and learn. Guys, are we ready for a road trip? Because I know that I am. I wanted to do my eyeliner all fancy today, but it's freaking hot. It's already 85 and it's only 10:30, and I'm gonna be walking outside a lot. And I'm already like, you guys know that live in Texas, especially South Texas. I'm already like, just really hot. So we're gonna forego some of the makeup that can actually melt. So we're gonna just not. So we're gonna go to Menard. I'm ready to go. I have my Fort Worth shirt on, which I found out in researching this town. It's got a little bit of Fort Worth history to it, so that's what, I made the decision to go there today. But it's only 2 hours away, so we're gonna go. I've been through there once, just passing through on the way to Colorado, and I really wanted to stay longer, and now I can, because I have lost probably 6'5" and 220 pounds of weight, dead weight. So now I can go and do whatever I want. So let's go, and let's go continue this Texas missions and Presidio series. So before we go in, I'm going to give you guys a quick history lesson on the difference between missions and presidios, okay? So here is our presidio. So these were oases of safety for travelers who camped in their shadow. So if you could just imagine that there's people that would camp around these places. And around presidios, soldiers built homes with their families. So there would have also been homes built around it. Merchants would come here to sell goods, farmers came to plant their crops, and small civil settlements grew. It was a garrison type of place, a fortified military settlement, currently or originally in Spanish control, which we know now that it's obviously not in Spanish control. So we can also tell that this restroom and visitor center, which we'll go in a second, is actually built from the stone of the original Presidio, because I'm smart and I read up on that before I got here. So let's go. All right, here we go. It's very quiet up here. So we'll head this way and take the actual trail. So let's take a walk back in time. And I love this because it's not like Do you see them? How pretty, they're blue. I'm having a hard time because it's so bright I can't see what I'm filming, but look guys, how beautiful. Hi. Like I say, these trees have seen some things. Remember, it's a Presidio, so it's like a garrison, a protection. Love old trees. Fort of San Saba, Presidio de San Saba. In 1732, the governor of Spanish Texas named the nearby river San Saba, perhaps after Saint Sabas, a 6th century monk. In 1757, soldiers built the Presidio San Luis de la Amarias out of wood. By 1764, stone replaced wood, and the site was unofficially called Presidio de San Saba by the new commander. It measured approximately 348 feet by 324 feet, with towers on northwest and southeast corners. Our knowledge about the Presidio comes from archaeological excavations, historical documents, and maps prepared by Spanish military officials in 1767. Few of the original stones remain. After the Presidio was abandoned, it quickly fell into ruin. By 1905, much of the stone used by the Spaniards over 100 years earlier had been hauled off to build houses, fences, and various structures around Menard, including the stone wall around the town cemetery and the original town courthouse. In 1937, the Texas Centennial Commission rebuilt part of the northwest portion of the Presidio, but it too deteriorated. In 2011, the ruins of the Presidio de San Saba were partially reconstructed, with stone found on the site. The reconstruction effort was built on historic footings and wall sections located through many years of archaeological investigations and historical research. The reconstructed ruins of the entire perimeter walls of the 1764 Presidio are what you see today. The large carved stones to either side of the arch entry are believed to still be in their original location. Over the last 200 plus years, many visitors left their names scratched in the gate. Notice the letters B-O-U-I-E, I think that means buoy. It is known that Jim Bowie and his men were in this area in 1831 searching for treasure. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. And he or one of his men may have scratched his name in the stone. Spanish documents have changed the spelling to correspond with their alphabet. Jim Bowie was killed at the Alamo, God bless him, in San Antonio in 1836. This is a quote from The Coming Empire by Colonel Nathaniel Alston Taylor in 1877. He said, "I rode southwest 5 miles to River San Saba. Here are the crumbling ruins of a mighty edifice of carved stone and the remains of a network of irrigation ditches extending miles along the river. Tell of a former population, enlightened, prosperous, and I can't talk today. This was a colony of farmers, miners, and evangelists established by the devoted Franciscan fathers." So we're gonna go find all this stuff. This kind of shows some maps here for you guys, so let's go. Just imagining that Jim Bowie was here is so cool. That's just amazing. Let's walk down here before we go in. I love these old trees. Oh my gosh, I love them. So this right here is the livestock corral. So a corral for cattle was just outside the west wall at this location, and another corral for horses was located outside the south wall. So that's what this is. Okay. Don't climb the walls, guys. Ready to enter history? Let's enter history. I think this is where we see, so that could be the Bouie. Just to think they were standing here and that could be where they did it. That's so cool. But I think that's it. It's amazing that I'm the only one here. Step in history. I'm gonna walk into this space. Trivia about me, I wanted to be an archaeologist. I still do, but that dream just hasn't come to pass yet. And they did stop it, like Jim Bowie was here, you know, before he went to the Alamo. It's amazing. Let's go over here and see what this is. Let's see if I can zoom out just a bit. Sorry, it's really bright and it's hard for me to see. Oh my gosh, I love it, look. I want to get married here, like at a place like this. How cool would that be? So medieval in a way. That's where they would have looked out. Let's see if I can safely step up here. And I can. I mean, I'm not going to climb up here, but I could technically. Okay. Guys, look. How amazing is this? And I'm echoing. Oh my word. This is so cool. So this is the Northwest Bastion. It is believed that this bastion was filled with earth nearly to the top to support the canyons. So this is kind of the interpretation of what it would have been. So they think this was filled to the brim to put the cannons up there. So amazing, so amazing. Definitely when they looked out, they didn't see a stop sign or cars, that's for sure. But this is a lot more isolated than the missions in San Antonio proper. Oh, look, there's a golf course back there. That's actually really jarring because you don't really expect to see that. Okay, guys, this is the VIP headquarters. Jim Bowie would have definitely been in here, I could see. All right, so this is the main building within the Presidio. It was located close to the round bastion in the northwest corner near the main road. It contained a courtyard and 7 large rooms, including the captain's quarters. The only 2-story structure, a guardhouse and a chapel. Oh my gosh, gosh, guys, there's a chapel here. So we'll look here. This would have been an aerial view if you can see it, because I can't because it's so bright. Aerial view of the Presidio San Saba quarters area after the 1937 partial rebuilding reveals how the poor reconstruction gave way and crumbled. That's what it looked like. And it thinks the chapel, the probable chapel, was over this way. So if you guys can see, we're gonna walk through it and just explore. Just think of the people that were here and how many people are in here and like what happened in here, the conversations that were had. It was just amazing. Let's see if I can zoom out so you guys can see. So now we need to figure out where the chapel would have been. Got some grass in here. This could have been a private room. I see that these two would have been private rooms for sure. But they think this is the area of the probable chapel, so maybe it was. There's ant piles in there, so I don't want to walk in. But see how there's like little indentations? See, that was... I think this could have been the chapel. Just looking at how big this wall is, it just seems to me it could have been. And a wooden door of some sort, I know, would have been through here. Oh, wow. Let's see what's in this. Definitely don't want to put my hands in because there's definitely spiders in there, like for sure. We're still in the VIP quarters, guys. You always have to wonder, like, if anyone was buried here, you know. That's where we came in. I'm not gonna walk through the... Lots of big bugs through here. So we're gonna head this way. I mean, relatively speaking, it was small. Just being here and looking around, you know. And you can see the water tower there, pretty old. I'll look back again over here. So what does this historical marker say? You guys know I love historical markers, so it says, I'm going to say Real Presidio de San Saba, originally established on the San Gabriel River as the Presidio of San Francisco Xavier in 1751. It moved to the present site here in 1757 as a protection to the Mission Santa Cruz de San Saba, known as the Presidio de San Luis de las Amarillas, from 1757 to 1761. After March 1761, the name was Real Presidio de San Saba, and the stone building was completed in 1761. And this was erected by the state of Texas in 1936, which, if you'll also remember, is our centennial. This is cool. So this photograph right here shows some of the participants in the May 8th, 1937 dedication ceremony, which included a pageant portraying the destruction of Mission San Saba, contemporary efforts supported by the Texas Historical Commission. Hi, if you hear this, I want to work for you. We'll ensure that this piece of Texas history preserved and its story accurately told. So there's like a 1937 picture. We're looking at the plaza. So each day the Presidio was alive with activity as women baked bread, beans simmered, and meat roasted. The yard echoed with noise of livestock, children, dogs, and soldiers. Imagine that, guys. The yard echoed with the noise of livestock, children, dogs, and soldiers, all right here. Just all right here. Amazing. So this isn't ominous. There's like a handmade sign that says danger. But guess who's still gonna walk down this way? And there's some stone that's like left over from the original Presidio, I would imagine. Okay, so it says danger restricted. Okay. So right here is the bastions of defense. So the design and position of the two bastions made them, in the words of one historian, quite capable of effective defense of the fort. The Presidio was attacked on several occasions, and the artillery batteries located in two corner bastions played key roles in warding off the attackers. It is believed that there were a total of 7 or 8 cannons comprising the bulk of the Presidio's armament. So we have that one we were just at way down there, and then this is also part of one. It says it's restricted. Seems pretty official, pretty serious. It's a really pretty, there's a really pretty river down there. I would bet money that that was built out of the original stones of the Presidio. There's a trail. I guess you can just keep walking this way. But yeah, guys. Amazing, huh? That was amazing, guys. I'm freaking hot. I'm sweating. It's hot. It's now 90 degrees, so the little rain showers I drove through were short-lived. So yeah, how exciting. On to the next.